Authority meteorologist Ron Rhodes.
It is time for a life hack. Today's life hack, February the 23rd, taking something apart to fix it. Well, here's what you do. Take a photo. Angie wasn't listening. Life hack. Are you taking something apart to fix it? Pass this along to George. Take a photo of it before you start. Then this will give you a visual reference when putting it back together. Like if you take the back off of something and you start unplugging some stuff like that, make sure you take a picture before you start unplugging it, because that way, when you unplug everything, you get the part, you know how to plug it back in. I was putting together a pump last year, a filter for a sand pump, filter for my pool. Did that already. So I'm ahead of the game on the life hack. I took a picture of it, knew how to put everything back together. So we take a look at our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union camera. You can see we've got the sunshine beaming down. Love it. Good shot from Deaconess Gateway. Of course, that's our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union camera. And the Twin Bridges in view there. The river is falling. So that's the good news there. It's just a little above 36 feet. And it should be falling down below 36 feet within the next 24 hours. You can still see some lowland flooding, though, but hopefully Waterworks Road is open here fairly soon as it's no longer rising. I like that. Twin Bridges in view there, southbound, northbound traffic. Looks like everything's A-OK. Partly cloudy sky, and you can see that in evidence right here. Just look at the river. You can see some shadows being cast down by some of the clouds. Got sunshine beaming through as well. Got some really nice cumulus clouds out there. This is like one of those days where you could kind of like see what does this cloud look like? Although it works better in summertime when you get that vertical development with some of those thunderstorms that bubble up in the afternoon, and you'll start seeing it change shape. 67 degrees right now. We got a west wind kicking pretty good. Now yesterday we had a peak wind gust at the Evansville Airport of 45 miles an hour. So it was big winds. That's tropical storm force gust. Today not the case, but we're still seeing some big winds sustained in that 10 to 20 range, and really it's going to be 15 to 25 as we go through the afternoon, especially once that cold front kicks on in. It's going to do that here soon enough. 67 degrees. We're going to rise just a little bit more. We've got that front push through a little after midday, and then the temperature's going to be falling back. But keep in mind, the average high is 48. So we're well above the average, about 20 degrees above the average right now. So when it does fall during the afternoon, we're still talking about some pretty decent temperatures out there. Now tonight, though, it does drop down below freezing, just a little bit, down to around 30. 68 in Owensboro, 66 Jasper. Already starting to see the cooler air working its way in from the northwest behind that front. 59 right now in Flora, but elsewhere we're still in the 60s, if not the 70s. 71 right now in Dixon, 73 in Madisonville. As we look at the wind speeds out there, double digits, yes, most of us in the 10 to 20 range, but look at that sustained wind. These are sustained winds, not gusts. 21 miles an hour in Carmi. Well, we've had absolutely, a warm February for the most part, except on Fridays. Every Friday during February has been cold, but other than the Fridays, it's been pretty warm. And as a result, we're getting a lot of these flowers and trees that are blooming early. These are magnolia blooms on this tree. I absolutely love magnolia blooms. That's popping in Owensboro right now. Linda Bell has a magnolia tree in her backyard. You got that. Looking at it right there. Thank you, Linda, for sending that picture my way. Got a little bit of a thunder shower down to the south. Let's go ahead and put this into motion. It's live first morning Doppler. Let's go to stay south of the tri-state. A little bit of rain kind of trickling through the Hopkins County area south of the Western Kentucky Parkway. That's a pretty good shower, and that's pushing into the Hopkinsville area. It's about to hit Hopkinsville with a decent little rain. It won't last long, though. But, yeah, we could see a couple of showers bubbling up along that cold front as it pushes in. Well, the estimated rainfall of the past 24 hours, nothing too impressive. We had about a quarter of an inch at the Evansville Airport, a little over that, 0.28. Elsewhere, anywhere you see blue, we're talking about at least a tenth of an inch. So we all had something yesterday, but the storms really didn't pan out as big as what they could have been, which is, I'm not complaining about that, but the wind was wicked. My dumpster, my trash dumpster was turned over and rolled around for a little bit too. But a couple of pockets in Hancock County, right here on the Breck County line, US 60, inch and a half there, and just north of the Ohio County line in southern Hancock County, you've got a little bit better than 2 inches of rain there. So, yeah, decent little dousing in some spots. You can see the shower starting to bubble up along that frontal boundary as it continues to truck on through, and we are going to notice that over the course of the afternoon. And on the back side of the front, the colder air is going to start to work its way in, but not bitter cold air like it could be for this time of the year. Let's go ahead and time it out. Future tracker indicates maybe a couple of showers, especially down in western Kentucky this afternoon. You can see them kind of bubbling through the area, and a few showers out there this evening, possible too. And again, mainly down to the south and western Kentucky. Tomorrow, like today, a mix of sun and clouds. A few more clouds in play for our Friday, and it will be chillier, but typically chilly for this time of the year. Nothing chilly about today, though. 68 degrees. That's going to be the high around midday. Then the temperature is going to slide back down to the 60s into the 50s, low 50s by the end of the afternoon. A pretty good wind out there at 15 to 25. Yesterday on the 3-degree guarantee, I knew we'd set a record high, called for a high of 73, got up to 76. That'll work. Scott Wilson of Fort Branch. Congratulations, Scott. You've got yourself a sock cap courtesy of Ackerman Chiropractic. Today, my 3-degree guarantee, 68. That's where I think we're going to be in the next hour. Then the temperature's going to start to slide after that on the backside of the cold front. High tomorrow, 48 degrees. Mix of sun and clouds again tomorrow. Should be dry for the most part. And then we're talking about Saturday, just a slight chance for rain, but we bounce back into the 50s. So when we have one cold day, and then we're going to be back in the 50s, even the 60s next week, but a pretty good chance for some thunderstorms on Monday. Check out this moody, cool sunset last night from West Salem, and Zyler McMail's the one that got that shot in Southern Illinois. Love that sunset from last night, Zyler. Thank you.
Good job. When we come back, Taylor is here. We're going to find out all about the new fitness place, Crunch.